I don't even think they check a credit card. I mean, the receipt.
We'll have to find a new way to steal.
Warning. This podcast may cause uncontrollable laughter, side-eye stares, and questionable life choices. You're listening to The Big Party Show with Big Party and Molly.
How do you like my shirt? How you like this?
How you like me now? Oh my God, it's got a tattoo. I heart dad.
I heart dad. Look at
You're
that.
like tequila. Who signed off for you to get a tattoo? You're a minor.
Yeah.
Pup.
I gotta be honest with you. I wear this shirt. I hate it. I only wear it because tequila's on it. Really? That's the only. I don't like this style. When we get merch, we're not getting this stuff, right? Are we getting this kind of stuff?
No, that neck is really sweeping. It's like almost like a boat neck. You're like, you've got a lot of clavicle showing right on that.
That's how I felt. And it was weird. It was getting me self-conscious because I was looking in the mirror, and I'm like, why does this look different than this side? So I run down to Wiley and I'm like, what's wrong with my neck? What's wrong with my neck? And
she's like, nothing's wrong with your neck.
Like, nothing's wrong with your neck. It's probably too much neck, right?
It's a whole lot of neck. You're like, I need a scarf. I need to doll this up a little bit. Just go ahead and get a sweeping scarf to go with it.
I just don't. I don't think it's flattering. I'm not some
funny?
built muscle man. That's way in the past. So I don't think it's flattering. I really feel like a dad, and all I am is a stepdad that just got out of control with the fast food and the beers and all that. So I don't have those hardcore muscles, so
Still
I got
counts.
some, but it's different. It's just like, different.
It hits different. I don't think I've ever heard you be self-conscious. You are very handsome. You do not have to worry about the shirt. I get it though.
No, get
like
this.
We all have those things where, I have clothes where it's like, man, I just don't feel myself in this at all. Yeah. And I don't know why I'm wearing it. And like, you've got like an entire closet. You're like, why did I pick this thing that's going to make me feel self-conscious this entire lunch?
So get this. So it's a pool day today, right? I got Katie Manuel and Camilla coming over just to hang out. And they haven't seen it yet, right?
Oh,
but what they also haven't seen yet is me with my shirt off.
Oh, buddy. You're not a swim shirt guy?
No, I got that Hawaiian blood. I turned dark. And if I wear stuff like that, I will have the farmer's tan so bad.
They've got long sleeve now.
So
Peter's got a long sleeve swim shirt. I got it for him.
Oh, really?
He asked for it to be. Yeah. That he asked for it. And I was like, okay. And I couldn't believe I showed him. It was like, I can't even remember the website, but we ordered it online. So it wasn't like we got to see it until it arrived.
Yeah.
And he picked like gray. I was like, really? Gray?
Yeah, well, that's what I have. I have actually a baby blue one. I guess I have a blue and a gray as well. Why? What color should we be getting?
It just seems like lighter? It's beachy, right? Like get the baby blue or even the navy blue, like watercolors. Like you're hanging out there like gray. Like this is.
I guess I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And so he just looks like this like gray guy. That's
around.
It's a good color too. Yeah, I like how you match your hat with your shirt.
You know what? What's even worse? You ready for this? This is a total fit check, all right? So I'm sorry if you're not watching, people. I know a lot of people that listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. They listen in the morning, then they watch the videos at the daytime, and a little bit later. Yes. So they're doing this very good. But I look like...
Whoa, little stomach there. Oh my God, look at the leg. You're like monochromatic.
I look like a blueberry. That's Wylene's job. I always tell her, because sometimes I don't even think about what I'm putting on. I'm always like, don't let me look like a blueberry.
See, to me, your clothes look green.
No,
your hat looks green. Your shirt looks green.
It does look green to me. It's not green. It's blue.
That's like crazy because it looks blue. It looks like you're all in green.
Gracie, what do you see? You know those people can't tell the difference of sometimes. You see green. It's not. It's like a baby blue.
Oh, that's weird.
Isn't that weird?
That's so strange.
Here.
Oh my God, how many hats you got hanging out over there?
Several.
What I have in coats, you have in hats. Okay, so I got to tell you the funniest part about Friday's show was, you had me go bring that coat out.
Oh, yeah.
And, and I was talking about all the coats. Well, Peter listens to the show and he's like, oh,
okay.
You outed yourself about the coats? He's like, because I was playing him the clip and he was laughing because he's like, he thought it was about I was like, the coats are just like one little throwaway line, like whatever. He's like, oh no. And that's what he like latched onto.
Okay. Yeah.
He's like, oh, so now all the coats are going down into the basement? Huh. I haven't looked down. I was like, oh my God, I just outed myself. Like
found your stock.
Yeah, exactly.
Stock. I need to put another shirt on. I should just go shirtless. When it's pool days, who cares, right? Just live life. Gracie
it's your pool in the backyard.
And and everyone could watch me on the video, shirtless and.
It's Margarita Day.
Margarita Day. Thank you for saying that. It's also Cinco de Mayo Day.
Cinco de Mayo.
Hey, cheers to that.
Cheers.
Gracie, where's yours? She doesn't have one. Oh, there it is right there. She's got a big
Oh, there we go. She's hardcoring it in the Stanley Cup. She's like, listen, I need a lot of alcohol to get through these shows with you people.
Absolutely. All right, so
she's like, there isn't enough margarita mix in Omaha to make this go down.
All right, so last week we started a thing called Motivational Monday, right? And then Molly, and just to say, Molly is not big into the motivational stuff, right? Those speeches and stuff like that. Anyway, so I had Positive Cat that we played, and I figured you guys could absorb that because it's a little adorable and motivational at the same time. But you wanted the other guy also.
Yes.
So we got a message on Instagram from Miranda Forsyth. She said, Positive Cat was cute, but I think we need some aggressive positivity videos too.
Yes.
So I figured, all right, let's beat it up a little bit. So yeah, this is just, it's a Monday. So this is going to get you through it. Gracie, can you hit V1 Inspire? This is for you guys out there.
Day, you're
Yes.
And that's what you wanted. And that's what you got.
That's the one I like. So, I don't know who that guy's voice is. I don't know if it's AI or what. I love that guy's voice and the minute. And the thing is that the algorithm knows.
Yeah.
And so I'll get like just
nonstop
peppered with those where he's like, come on, you little ding dong. Like, and I'm just like, yeah.
You little cupcake.
Yeah, exactly.
Throwing out the F-bombs. Yeah. So there you go. Motivational Monday. And then we also
need
no
to bleep, but people can get the message. But we'll yes, that guy's fantastic.
How was your derby party?
Oh my God. Okay. So,
the surprise derby
we left
party.
off last week where it was a last minute surprise that we were going to a derby themed party. And, as somebody who doesn't live in Kentucky or go to racetracks, I don't have appropriate clothing. Turns out I do. Turns out that crazy closet that I have that I've talked to you about.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, there was an online tea party where we had to wear fascinators, and then something happened and it didn't.
Wait, what's a fascinator? I don't know what that is.
It's like a headband with like a big flower or something on it.
Okay.
So when people go to the derby, they'll wear hats or they'll wear fascinators.
Yeah.
You usually see, a little mix of both. So I'm in the shower. It's literally 2 hours before we're going to this event. And I am just still like, I don't know what I'm going to wear. And I'm remembering in the shower about this. I was like, I think I have a fascinator somewhere. I go through my closet and I find it in the back of the sock drawer, still in the Amazon package.
Oh, so you never even opened it up?
I never even opened it. Like it never ever happened because of COVID.
It seems like it's big enough for like a cat to wear. You know what I mean? It seems small. I always thought that derby hats were huge, but I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know it was a mix-up.
So this is different. This is like it's just a headband and it's got a whole bunch of nonsense going on, feathers and tulle and all this stuff. So then I'm thinking, okay, I need a dress that matches the fascinator. And I end up finding one in the back of my closet. The last time I wore this dress was right before I found out that I was pregnant with Mara.
Oh my God.
Mara's 13 now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So when we talked about my crazy closet, this is the kind of crazy that we're talking about. Like, I never get rid of anything. Okay. So I had this fancy dress from a party we went to, obviously 13 years ago. So no one had ever seen me in it before.
Yeah. Wow. That's funny that you even remembered that. I have a picture that you'd sent me, so we're going to share that. Gracie, can you hit P1? Derby girl. Look at that.
Look at that.
So was it
Threw
fun?
that together in an hour. And I told everybody at the party. They're like, oh my God. I was like, this was put together an hour ago.
Look at that.
I'm like, I should win an award for having weird stuff in my closet.
I think so. I think we could find some weird stuff.
Absolutely.
I don't get rid of a lot. What I've been doing when I try to get rid of stuff, because I have a lot of T-shirts, but it seems like I wear the same 5. And the only reason why I wear the same 5 or 6 or 7 is because when Wileen puts laundry away, she always puts it on top. Yeah. So, out of sight, out of mind type deal. So what I did is I went through all of these T-shirts, and I'm like, I don't wear this one. So I decided I'm going to put it in a box in the closet. And if I don't even go into that box in a year, then I'm just getting rid of them. That was 2 years ago. They're still there. So
Marie Kondo in your life, all of a sudden, you're like, you know what? Well, because there was this trick where I remember, and I don't know where it came from, but there was like some sort of closet organizer where they're like, if you want to purge, they were talking about at the beginning of the year, you hang things a certain way. Okay. So like with the hangers facing, like, let's say you put it on so the hanger is hooking that way.
All right.
So she's like, turn them all around. And at the end of the whatever amount of time, if you see which ones are turned and which ones aren't, the ones that you never touched are the ones that never got turned. So then go through that rack and figure out what you want gone.
I'm going to tell the sweet Wileen that and see what she thinks.
And that was something where
that's a good idea.
But I have really hard time. Fashion cycles back.
Sure.
Like, okay, so I'm so excited because I have. I know you're not going to be surprised about this. I have a drawer full of scarves. I'm not talking about winter scarves. I'm talking about silk and satin scarves.
I never see you wear scarves. Do you wear them as belts or something, or just?
I used to wear them as belts. I used to wear them as like accessories and stuff like that. I mean, before I even met Peter. I mean, I'm talking like in my 20s. And I just always held on to them. I have scarves that I had in high school. I mean, I have scarves
you don't get rid of anything. Now I see Peter.
Oh my God, Peter like gets hives. Like seriously.
Now I see his point.
But if you get nice stuff, you hold on to it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You should.
Yeah, right?
Or just stop buying stuff, I guess. But then that's never a thing.
So guess what's coming into fashion this summer for ladies?
What is it?
The neck scarf.
Is it
They're
really?
Like, pair it with a T-shirt, pair it with a collared shirt. I am not kidding.
Because I need a neck scarf.
You could. I think for a gentleman, that's called an ascot.
Yeah, I think so. All right, so that's coming back. Wow.
I almost wore one for today's show.
You should.
I know. I thought about it. I have a great scarf that goes with this jacket. But I have a whole drawer full of silk and satin and all of these scarves. And now I've been given fashion permission from the powers that be at Marie Claire and Elle magazine to go out.
You can wear those.
I can wear them. Apparently, it's just the hot new look.
You know what? The color that I saw is a hot new color for all the celebrities. It's called buttery yellow.
Really?
Remember Timothy Chalamet went to I don't know what, and he wore that yellow suit.
Full yellow,
are wearing it. And so I was reading this article about it, and they kept showing all the photos. And how creepy is this? I'm watching all of these photos of all these celebrities wearing this buttery yellow, and now I'm getting hungry. Popcorn.
That's what it makes you do. You're not looking at it as fashion inspiration. You're looking at it as snack inspo.
Pull up Timothy Chalamet, and when you see that yellow, it's like, oh my God, that is buttery yellow. Because I think of colors as yellow. I don't think of all these different shades.
Oh, all the different hues.
There's a ton of them. So that's the buttery yellow. So maybe you can tie that into your scarf thingies.
I'll see if I have any buttery yellow. Well, tonight you'll probably see Timothée Chalamet. Tonight is the Met Gala.
The Met Gala. I never really know what that is. How does that work exactly?
It's fancy person prom.
Okay.
But it's also like the who's who, and the list is kept super quiet. You have your people that go every year. Yeah. Like Rihanna will be there. I guarantee you, like Timothée Chalamet. Usually all the Kardashians get invited, at least some of them. And the guest
list is quiet, right? No, yes. They don't just tell anybody. So, and I don't think you are even allowed to have phones in there, right?
No. You can't bring your people in. You can't have phones. You're not supposed to talk about it. It's like some sort of secret society. Like, who knows what happens when they get inside there? They're just like, ha ha ha. They just dance in money, start making out. They're like, we're rich and beautiful. I'm kissing everyone. I mean, seriously.
Some freaky stuff is going on in there. I mean, not freaky against the law stuff, but I think some freaky. I think they are saying that the Met Gala costume this year is going to be more nude.
Really?
That's going to be the popular, is like almost nude. Now, you can't tell me that you're going to have all these rich and powerful people without their people in there and no phones. You're going to be a little nude and you're not going to be freaky deaky. I mean, I don't know.
Who was it? Someone complained one year, and I am just remembering this now, about the food.
Was
like
it
someone
good,
who went to and they were like, I mean, I can't believe that we go through all of this only for the food to be like
subpar,
like rabbit food type of thing, like that kind of thing. And they were like blacklisted. Like, you can't talk about anything. Like, everyone's like, it's amazing that this person went out and spoke about it, but because they're basically announcing that they never want to be invited again. Like, Anna Wintour is like ruthless.
How fat is this person going to complain about rabbit food? I mean,
it just looked like it looked like a sad plate. People do have their phones, because I've seen somebody take a picture from the bathroom. That
you just
posted.
Can't take photos of what's going on in there,
right?
That's like, not fair, I guess. I don't know. I understand.
It's supposed to be a safe place for all these people.
Okay.
You're like, a safe place for fancy people? They're like, I just want to let my hair down like the normies do. Like, I don't want to have to worry about paparazzi. I just want to come in here and say crude jokes and not have anybody, me too me the next day. Like, I don't know what happens in there. I mean, I always just think it's so interesting because, I thought the other day, I was like, what if I were a celebrity and my publicist came to me and they were like, you've been invited to the Met Gala.
Seems like a horror movie.
Think I would honestly say, like, can we pretend this conversation didn't happen, because I need time to think about it, because it's so scary.
Well, first of all, you got to come up with an awesome costume.
Yes.
That no one ever would even normally wear.
No.
You're
wearing art and you're keeping it quiet. You're not telling anyone that you're going. You're not telling anyone what you're working on. You're not telling anybody about. I mean, so it's all this secret society. So then all of a sudden they all get ready at this hotel, like right nearby. And it seems exhausting. Like, it just seems.
It sounds exhausting. I'm exhausted.
I'm tired just talking about it.
Drink. Yeah. All right, so that's going on. Also, and this is the best news of the day. I don't know. I want to refer to it as best news. Is that Warren Buffett dropped a bombshell in Omaha? Was the Berkshire Hathaway deal? So there's 17,000 people on Saturday when they had that big meeting. Anyway, he was sitting next to a guy by the name. What is his name? Damn it! He's the one that's going to be taking over. Anyway, he pretty much just dropped the bomb and said he's stepping down.
Was it Greg Abbott?
At the end of this year. Yeah, wow. That's him. He was sitting next to him. It's funny. He was sitting next to him on that stage. He stood it for like 5 hours and he had no idea. And I guess that's just how he closed it. So everyone's like, oh my God. I thought, dude, you're like 94 years old. He's still going to be a part of stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
But the guy that's stepping up, he's going to be making the final decision now. It's not going to be Warren. It's going to be Greg Abel that's going to be making the final decision. So think about all those people there. I mean, that's their money. That's their money.
Yeah, finding out. You're like,
that's scary. Yeah, very scary. But I think everything will be good. But yeah, they were in town.
Gosh. One of our listeners reached out to me. She's got 2 Bengal cats, and they are gorgeous. Bengal cats are so exotic and wild. Yeah. But they're named Warren B. and Charlie M.
Oh, look at that. I
know.
Charlie Munger.
Yes.
Does she have any Berkshire stuff? Or?
Yes, she does. Because I was like, did the cats get credentials? Are they able to go?
God, I wish. Don't you kind of wish?
Kitty credentials are sitting there. Meow.
Would have bought into that stuff. My grandmother had a chance to do it. My grandmother and grandfather, and they didn't do it. They decided no. It would have been a different game.
I know. Isn't that crazy to think about? I know. Isn't that wild? Yeah. There's so many people in Omaha that had that story where they're like, I mean, they were like, could have gotten in at ground zero, you know, but I mean, nobody has a time machine. You don't know what's going to happen. I mean, who knew that it was going to blow up and be the biggest, like one of the biggest things in the world, you know?
I agree. All right. So Target, I see they're getting rid of all their self-checkouts.
Why?
Well, see, last year they did it. They changed it to
they closed
10
them
and
off.
under. 10 and under. Remember 10 and under? It's like the express checkout like it's supposed to be. People were stealing so much. I mean, it's crazy how much people are stealing. Now they're like, we're giving it back to the employees. And now the people shopping are complaining. You know, it's just like,
you gotta wait in line.
One way or the other. You got to wait in line. When one chick said, or dude or whatever said, I went there for like a flashlight and I stood in line for 45 minutes. Oh, good God. Yeah. So anyway, that's going down in the Target world. The amount of money they've lost in New York is insane. It's like so much money, like in the billions, because people are basically taking stuff, you know, sneaking it through and then running to a pawn shop and selling it off.
Wow.
I never thought of doing that.
Well, no, because you're not a criminal.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I never thought of stealing and fencing. You're like, on account of the fact that you're
not a criminal. What do you think? Do you like? I don't mind the self-checkout.
It's hit or miss for me. I mean, I like it when I'm going through and I just need something quick. Like I would be irked if it was like I was getting a flashlight and I was waiting 45 minutes. You know, that's the kind of moment where you say, I should have just ordered this online. Yeah. I mean, so that's not going to be good. But I also think that, you know, with the self-checkout, I mean, there are people that are going through that have an entire cart full of stuff. You're like, that's not what this is for.
That's not what it's for. I agree.
This is for flashlight guy. This isn't for I'm shopping for the weak family.
I agree. But do you remember they're getting rid of it because of the theft that's happening, you know, and I'm sure the same people are going through, I don't even think they check a credit card. I mean, the receipt.
I have to find a new way to steal.
Go old school.
Really stuck. I'm gonna have to like make a good inside connection with like one of the Target people and like be like, wink.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you sure that's a $50 blender, or maybe we could just say it's a $2.50 popsicle?
Have you ever done it? Like bought organic, and we'll say cucumber.
Yeah.
And there's the other cucumber. Have you ever, when you're looking up the cucumber, have you ever said, I can just hit cucumber and not pay the extra money for
so
organic?
Tricky, right? Because a lot of times, like, it is easy.
It's too easy.
But
I watched a lady walk out once because she thought she paid. And so it was an issue. I can't remember what store it was, but she thought she paid and I was right after her. And she didn't. And then she left with this basket full of all kinds of stuff. So I flagged down a worker, not to rat on her, but to tell her that I need to, like, I don't want to pay for this.
Yeah.
Void this out.
You're like,
that lady, I think she forgot to, somehow she made a mistake. She didn't pay or something, but I need to void this out. And they just said, okay, whatever. Didn't even chase her down or nothing. I thought, God, you got a whole basket full of free groceries?
She's like, bye. See ya. That can be tricky, though. Yeah, well, when you do the scan and go, I mean, when you do the contactless payment, you know, like I just used my phone.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
And so I had that happen at a gas station, and I ended up getting this certified letter from like this sheriff's department
Oh, no.
In Wisconsin. And I mean, they're like, it happens all the time, but it was up at this resort town. I gassed up before we left. I gassed up. I did the contact list, whatever.
Yeah.
Went inside, bought some stuff for the kids, obviously paid for that because I went up to the cashier, but then, came back out, took the pump, put it back in, hopped in the car, drove back to Chicago.
Oh, and they got your license plate.
2 weeks later, they got your license plate. 2 weeks later, they're like, you've got 7 days to pay this. Otherwise, we're going to come for you. And Peter, my husband, was like,
come for you.
Yeah, like, or there'll be a warrant or whatever. Like, it feels like that. So I called the shop and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. This is so, I never, and they're like, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
People with the contact list, it doesn't alert you like normal. And if you didn't ask for a receipt, you would never know.
Oh, yeah.
And we watched the video. We saw you scan it, and then we saw you come in and buy stuff and come back out. I mean, it's not like you were trying to be, but that's why we have these cameras, because people do it, and they do it all the time. They do like steal gas.
I never thought of that once of doing that. I'd never, and again, it's because I'm not a criminal. Because now you're telling me I could pull up and get gas and go pay inside and grab myself a Diet Coke and run and just leave and play dumb.
They found me. I mean, because they reached out to the sheriff's office and they're like, they have a picture of the plate. So stuff came to my house. Like I got like a legit letter I had to call the sheriff's office.
Did you really?
Yeah. And they're like, you got to take it up with the gas station. And so like I had to hunt down the gas station's name. I mean, it was like one of those like rando things. You're like in some resort town. You're like, I don't know. Was it a Casey's? Was it a Sip and Go? Like I had to go back on it's not like you can go back on your phone and look at what you paid.
Sure.
Because it didn't go through.
It wasn't there.
Peter had a heyday. He's like, for starters, why didn't you get a receipt? Secondly, why are you paying stuff on your phone?
Oh, Peter.
That's not, I know he was just like, this is why cash and all. I was like, Dad, quiet. And he's like, you got in trouble. I need you to take care of this. I was like, I felt I seriously felt like a teenager who got in trouble. Like I was like, I just didn't know. He's like, what, how to pay for gas? He's like, you can't drive if you don't know how to pay for gas.
Hand it over. All right, we have no dumb questions. We got to hit that. I got a few of them. If I can find them. Let's see, I have it right here. All right. By the way, you can send us dumb questions. No dumb questions. Sorry.
No dumb questions. Just stupid answers.
I'm doing it wrong. To bpscrasher@gmail.com. And thanks to everybody that's been dropping us messages and stuff. I
love it.
We got Brian in there that dropped something. Heather dropped a message. Just thank you so much. And you can also leave a voicemail. Someone said, please say it slower.
Really?
She said to rewind it over and over and over to try to get the whole number. No, not that right there. The phone number, 402-915-0962. 915-0962. Call or text.
Shoot me a text.
Okay. And if you're listening via any of the Apple or Apple Podcasts or Spotify, just like it, share it, follow it, and let everybody else know. There's a lot of people, Molly, that don't know that we're doing this.
Yeah.
I realize that because how Meta works. They only let a portion of whatever you post go out to how many people are following your page, right?
Yeah.
And I'm fielding these messages, and I'm like, how do you guys not know? I don't get it. And I thought about it. I'm like, this is why. I forgot. Basically, the reason why they don't drop our posts and stuff to all 24,000+ followers, party crashers on our Facebook page, it's because they want us to pay money to boost and pay for ads.
Sick.
It's kind of how it works. So anyway, I did a quick reminder. I think it was Friday, something like that, and it completely blew my mind how many people didn't know, and I was so happy that people are tuning in again, and stuff like that. So we're out there. We just need you guys as party crashers to help get the word out.
Please.
Also, please, please, please. All right, no dumb question. This is from Brian. What fashion trend needs to end today, like right now?
Oh my God.
There's a lot.
I think like the milkmaid look for women,
The
or like
milkmaid look.
bloomers look, which is just bananas. Like I see this a lot. Like Coachella was just an absolute, just butt fest. I mean, it.
Okay. What do you mean? Like butts are hanging out?
Like they're all wearing like granny panties. Like that's their bottoms. That's just it. And they're like, they're
just wearing panties?
Kind of. Sort of.
What?
Yeah. I mean, a little bit.
Okay.
I think
Granny panties.
I think that needs to stop. I don't know if there's anything in my world specifically right now.
Yeah.
Like obviously I'm not wearing the granny panties on the outside.
Not yet.
I know that was an option. You're like, everyone listening is like, it is not an option for you.
I'm going to go back to the pajama pants, not for kids and teenagers. I've rethought the whole thing. I'm saying adults.
Okay.
That should stop.
Yes.
It really should stop today, Brian.
Okay.
So I don't know, Brian. Is that what you're wearing? All right, we got some from Aaron here. What would your go-to face be to ruin a picture?
My face?
No, what would it be?
Just
like that? You're in a group photo and you want to ruin the picture.
Close your eyes. Just always have your eyes closed.
Just close it.
Just always have your eyes closed. But like, oh, Molly's got her eyes closed in this one. We can't use this. Wait, Molly's got her eyes closed in this one too. Hold on a second. Molly's got her eyes closed in every photo. Guess we can't use any of them. Sorry.
And then the last one question here. Molly, would you rather eat a baby goat or a matta baby?
A what baby?
A matta baby.
What's a matta baby?
Nothing. What's wrong
Stop
with you?
it. That actually is a stupid question.
And that was me.
You're like, that was the one I threw in at the end. A baby goat or a matta baby? What's a matta baby? You're like, hey, nothing. Hey, looking good.
Hey.
Sick. This is the dad joke portion of the show in case you missed the t-shirt that Party was wearing earlier.
Yeah, check it out.
He's
this
like,
so embarrassing.
The shirt is the one that I was letting lead me. That's
What's a matta baby?
What's a matta baby? You constantly surprise me, and I love it.
All right, people. Again, you can send us your type of jokes. It was literally from me. I was like, I'm going to get her on this one. And I did. I won.
Wednesday, I'm really excited. The return of celebrity news.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have some fun stuff. Obviously, the Met Gala will produce some talked about looks. Good, bad, and other.
Okay. Yeah.
And then there's just also like fun little gems that are around
hanging out there. All right. That'll be fun. So that's Wednesday. What else do we do on Wednesdays? Really nothing, do we? Do we do?
No, we were going to start making that sort of a thing. We've got the Friday Fun Factory for people who want to, get in on the good times.
It'll be good then.
Monday.
Okay. And then Monday,
and then we always
Motivational
have
Monday with no dumb questions.
Right. And then we always have the best news of the day.
Absolutely. All of it.
Best news of the day. I wanted to throw out real quick. It is Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on? What's happening?
So it's crazy. So there are a couple things that I want to let people know. Chipotle is teaming up with Roblox.
Okay.
So Roblox is the huge video gaming platform. And the first 50,000 players who log on to do, it's called the ingredient quest.
All right.
You find all 53 ingredients via Robux. If you are one of the 50,000 that gets in, you can win a free entree.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I know like my kids are probably the total demo. They're, early teens.
It's a weird game to me. It's got to be. I don't know any adults that would play that. It's a little weird.
It's a hybrid. The best way I can think to describe it, and maybe I don't have it accurately, but the best way I can think to describe it is it's like it's more. It's the graduation from Minecraft, but you haven't gotten to Fortnite.
Okay.
It's like this
I see
in
what
between.
You're saying. Yeah.
So there's all these different things that you can play, but it's kind of got that Minecraft like niceness about it, and it's not quite. But you can still do, but it's shooter games and things like that. So they're teaming up. And then Chipotle also, I know you're an app guy. You can get like free delivery. You can get like free chips and queso. But the one that I am totally horrified by, and I don't think it's going to be at the shop here in Omaha, but like Kansas City, other places where people are listening, Taco John's is teaming up with 5 Hour Energy Drink.
What are they going to do with
to
that?
make a caffeinated hot sauce?
Oh, okay.
It sounds bizarro. So part of it's going to be online, and then some of them are going to be in stores.
Okay,
but it's like a hot sauce shot.
All right.
And
why not? If you're sleepy at lunch, you can
5 Hour Energy. You're like, I'm awake and my stomach is killing me. That's all I kept thinking.
Wow, that's a weird combo.
I was like, right. I can't sleep and my stomach hurts so bad.
So terribly bad. All right, so that's happening. All right, we're going to get out of here, though. Wednesday, don't forget, we've got celebrity news. Also, you want to reach out. It's bpscrasher@gmail.com. Text or voice message. You can do this at 402-915-0962.
Well
I
done.
apologize to everyone watching for my shirt.
Don't apologize.
It's a little weird. It's a little weird look, but now I'm going to go take it off in front of my in-law and my brother-in-law and
your in-laws.
Her
sister.
You're
going to expose yourself in front of your wife's sister.
Doing it.
You're like, I'm
Enjoy
doing
your
it,
day,
Wileen. She
everybody.
gets to see the full package today.
Yeah, she does. All right, we'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a safe day and do yourself good.